Hello and welcome back to Cities Skylines, Better Cities, and in today's episode we're going to be replacing this interchange with a Diverging Diamond. And there are a couple of reasons for that. First of all, this thing over here is massive. It takes out a lot of space in this area, and because of it we have a rather weird turning point for the trains, so that is something that needs to be addressed. And there's another problem with it. The direction in which they tend to go, it's backing up from time to time because they tend to use one of the lanes that only has. They tend to use that one lane when they want to turn left, and like 90% of the traffic is going that way, and the rest of it just sits there empty. So first of all, we're going to remove this. We're going to remove all of this, and let's see how are we going to fit in the Diverging Diamond. I have the link to the asset on the workshop in the description. If you want to build your own, you can always do that. You can build a scaled, a larger option if you need it, and I think for my city, the one that I found on the workshop is going to be sufficient enough. I think it should work. So let's remove all of this and see how are we going to place it. So it's going to be a four-way interchange, and it's kind of an interesting concept because when you drive in it, you have to. Sometimes it could be difficult for you to learn how to use it because you actually have to drive on the wrong side. Or at least that's how it feels. You have to switch from one side of the road to the other and back to the original one. So if you're driving on the right, that's going to be right, left, right. If you're driving on the left, left, right, left, and you get the point. But I'm not quite sure if it's going to work in Cities Skylines just as good as it works in real life. So we're going to build it and then we're going to see. So here's our Diverging Diamond intersection. I think we're going to place it closer to this area. Let's see. Yeah, we have this highway over here. I think it's going to go on like this, and then we're going to make sure that everything connects fine with the traffic manager, that everybody knows which lane to use. Okay, so over here we have 3-lane. Okay, 3-lane, that makes sense. Let's use that as a 4-lane. This is a 6-lane. Oh wow, we need something 4-lane. 3-lane, that's the one. Okay, we're gonna connect it here. We're not gonna fix other issues just yet. We're gonna do that a little bit later. Let's just connect the intersection and see how that's going to work. Okay, so we're gonna replace this one with a highway, and that is gonna be, yeah, that might be a little bit tricky. Originally, these intersections, I think they're meant to be connected as entrance or exit point for the highway. And in this case, we're going to have them as a connection point between the two highways. So that is quite an interesting thing. I'm not quite sure if it's going to work, but we're going to give it a shot and then see. Let's see if we have anything like a 2-way, 4-lane highway or something like this. 4-lane national highway. Okay, I think this one is going to do just what we need. And let's see, how do we connect this? I think it needs to be a little bit longer, maybe like this. And then we're going to connect the 2-lane highway, maybe. Yeah, I think it's 2-lane. It's going to be 2-lane to 2-lane. One goes here and the other one goes right here. Okay, that is a little bit, that is a kind of an odd shape, but that's fine. Let's see what can we do over here. I think we're not going to allow any of that. Okay, so that's straight on, straight on. Everything is correct here. Maybe, do I need a dedicated turning lane? I'm not quite sure. Let's keep it as it is for now. It's connected on this side. Okay, the other side. Let's go with this one, I think. 4-lane, yes. And it connects over here, so maybe, yeah, that should be enough. We can move a little bit further back, and let's connect it to the 2-lane again. 2-lane here, 2-lane there. Okay, and they're not supposed to be turning over here, so they can only go straight on. Alright, we can adjust it later on. It just to prove the concept or give it a shot and see if it's going to work. So let's make sure that all the lanes connect where they should. So this one is going on here, this one is going to go straight on, this one is going to go straight on, and we're going to do the same thing on every side, just to make sure that everybody knows what to do and there is no confusion and everything works really smooth. And everything works really smoothly. Let's see. Oh, this one is kind of tricky because it has 2 lanes off. I'm not sure if we need this, but let's leave it and see how that goes. What did we miss? Okay, this one shouldn't be any trouble. Maybe like this. Okay. Yeah, we don't have anything custom, so we can just make it fairly simple. Where the points that we need to track over here. Alright, so this one it just cannot figure out because it's complicated for the game, for Traffic Manager as well. So yeah, this kind of doesn't make much sense. Let's see how that's supposed to work. Oh, it needs to have, I think in order for it to work it needs to have some traffic lights, and yeah. Oh, that might not work. But let's see. I just realized that, yeah, it makes sense to have it as kind of an exit point from the highway, because you can put traffic lights on there. But if you put traffic lights on the highway, that is kind of weird. Let's just see how that goes. Let's just give it a shot. It might not work, but well, it's okay. This one can only go over there. Okay, and this one we should be able to do it quickly. Yes. All right. Let's take a look at this side over here. All right, that connects nicely. Let's take a look at this one over here as well. The good thing is definitely going to take up much less space. The tricky thing is the setup, and we need to make sure that it works and that the game knows what we want to do here and that everybody knows where to go and the traffic lights work just as they're supposed to. Let's let it run for a second and see if they can figure out what to do and if it's actually going to be efficient in this area over here. You know what? I think it does work. It seems to be working just fine. Let's see if any traffic is going to be backing up at the traffic lights. At the moment, it doesn't look like a big problem. The only problem is that we have traffic lights that we don't really need, which are the ones over here. So let's see if we can remove that. Oh, they're gonna go into the same lane, so that's why. Okay. But for now, it looks... No, this one is backing up really badly. So yeah, we might need to do something with the traffic lights as well to make this work. Let's see what can we do here. What can we do with the traffic lights? Manual traffic lights. Okay, maybe we can put this one always on. This one, okay, it doesn't, no, manual traffic lights don't make as much sense. That's getting tricky. Time traffic lights, oh, where is he going and why is he doing that? He's not supposed to do that. That is the thing. Okay, we didn't tell him where to go, that's why. Manual traffic lights are not going to solve this problem. Time traffic lights, I'm not a big fan of time traffic lights. I just want this one to be on forever. Oh, that is the tricky part about the diamond interchange here, about the diverging diamond. Okay, I'm not quite sure. What if we turn off the traffic light and see? What if we set up priorities? It doesn't make sense because it's not a roundabout, so that would be weird. Okay, it does look weird. I'm not quite sure if it's going to work, or how do you actually set up this thing to make it work better. We might need to have some advice from traffic gurus on this one. It looks a little bit messed up at the moment. And we still have a traffic light over here, so let's get rid of that. I think it requires not a timed traffic light, but kind of a smart traffic light that would hopefully know what is happening. In this case, on this side, it's just a little bit messed up because they have to cross each other, and yeah, maybe a priority sign would help. Maybe the ones that entering the interchange should be the ones who are yielding. Let's see. Or maybe let's go into the time traffic lights and see if we can do something about this with a time traffic light. So how can we set this up? We need this one to be always on, always green, and these two need to switch between each other. Okay, this one only goes straight on. This one is going to be always on. This one, how do we... Alright, I'm not a big fan of time traffic lights, mainly because I'm not quite sure how to use them. Time is allowed to switch to the next step if someone is driving, someone is waiting, no one's driving, no one's waiting. Someone is waiting? Okay, which one are we even working on? That is... I'm not quite sure if it's doing what we need. So this one switched to green, this one is on red now. And it's kind of... it didn't really back up all that bad. Alright, this might be working now, or at least it seems like it does. So the traffic is not backing up all that badly, it's kind of flowing. Alright, you know what, I think we're gonna leave it here for now. Let's stick with it for now and then see how that works long term. Alright, I think I will leave it running and then see if this intersection is going to stay here or is it going to go. And maybe there's a couple of things that need to be adjusted, but generally speaking, this is kind of not a bad idea, not a bad concept. So yeah, we might as well give it a go and see how it works in the long run. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.